What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we have a guide with the QCQ. A lot of people from my chat were telling to check out this gun again, because if you didn't know, this came out in season 4 and this gun was pretty bad. However, now it is up there in the top 5. I uploaded a top 5 guns video recently and I put this at number 2, just below the SMG45. This gun is absolutely incredible. What's really good with the submachine guns over on this game, that they're really beamy. Like, that is a 50-meter range right there with a submachine gun. However, the TTK, like, it's really good. The TTK is extremely good of the QCQ. It just took me a little bit to figure out what I really liked about this gun and what attachments I wanted to use. But as you can see, this gun can literally do it all. Got a fancy camo for it as well, so I really was motivated to play with this gun. Got a couple of clips for you guys, and then we'll get into the full build that I would recommend to make this gun as best as it possibly can be. What the heck, dude? Oh, that was a noise streak. Not much new to talk about this game. That was a crazy amount of bullets.
Get some shade!
Oh! Crap. There we go. Oh, he managed to make it over. I didn't realize. He just walked over, dude. So here we have it, the QCQ-171, a very specific build that I don't really use on other guns. Usually in this game with guns, you're like, okay, I kind of like this attachment, and you toss them on any gun. There's definitely some attachments that I don't have on any of the other weapons. Starting off, panoramic red dot sight. You can also use any red dot sight you prefer. Panoramic, I think by far is the best one. Then with stock, I went with the 416 light stock. Also, in my opinion, the best stock in the game. This is attachment I use on almost any gun, improving control and handling. Then with the rear grip, this is an interesting one. I have the new type Vanguard light grip to improve control, but mainly handling. So the handling on this gun is actually originally not that good. So you need to improve that with this build. As the recoil control, as you can see, it's 66, pretty decent. So you don't really have to focus on that. If you struggle with the recoil control of this gun by default, you might struggle a little bit with this build. There's some attachments that improve the recoil a lot, but not that much. So that's good to know with this build. I use a 45 round extended mag, and with the little mag assist, of course. Then this is an attachment I really use, the Phantom Vertical Foregrip, improving the ADS speed, which you can also use is the angled one. This improves the handling just as much, but you lose a little bit of control and get a little bit of stability. So both attachments are great and do almost the same thing. I have a laser sight. I do use tactical stance on this a little bit, but mainly the hip firing on this gun is definitely worth using as well. And here is the attachment that for me made a super big difference on the way this gun plays and the way a gun handles and the way I can play with the gun. It is the Infiltrator integrally suppressed barrel. Basically, it has a built-in suppressor, so you cannot add a barrel on top of it anymore. However, look at the range and the control. On top of that, you get weak gun shot suppression. So this is like kind of a bonus, but the control and range gets improved tremendously with this barrel, which basically makes this gun as versatile as a submachine gun can possibly be. So I would recommend trying out this barrel. This is like the most important attachment of this entire gun, in my opinion. Then we have the Python handguard, improving the handling again. I have added that 3 times. As always, I recommend with the handguards to use something that you feel is lacking with the gun. So if you're struggling with the recoil control, for example, go with the Ranger handguard and add that on the gun 3 times. Also, what's important with this gun is you have a bolt to improve or reduce the rate of fire. Now, why would you want to reduce the rate of fire? Well, to improve the effective range and the stability of this weapon. And check this out, fire rate 727. I go to the rapid bolt, 804, but look at everything you lose. The range, this is basically the max range you do this damage. So you lose 5 meter range, of which this submachine gun 4-shot kills. With this, you get extra range, extra stability. It is definitely worth using. And normally in any game that I play, I always say go with rapid fire for increased TTK. With this gun, you want to make it as versatile as possible. So use that stable bolt. At least I can recommend that on this weapon. For the calibrations, optic, I went with minus zoom. If you can't see your targets, don't use this. This is definitely a personal preference. With the stock, extra recoil control, and then I have the same with the rear grip, extra recoil control plus 6%, decent amount. Now we have extra ADS movement speed. I can definitely recommend. It makes the gun super like strafey, so it's very effective during gunfights. If you're good at strafing, basically shooting someone while moving left or right yourself, then this is going to be super effective. Otherwise, you do not want to use that. And I have firing stability and ADS speed. What you can also go with is this to have even more ADS movement speed, but you lose a little bit of stability, which this gun is not the best at. So that's why I ended up choosing that one. Of course, loadout link will be down in the description. Go to import and use the code that's down in the description right here. You can, this should be the build, enter it here. Make sure you have all the attachments unlocked, otherwise this won't work. This only works on Steam and mobile, I am pretty sure. It doesn't work on the official launcher and on the Garena launcher, as far as I am aware. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.